Let's go. First of all, can everyone hear me okay? I imagine so. I am using the mic today, so it should be crystal clear. But just let me know just in case. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. Right. So today was very, very unfortunate, but we always have to take the good out of every single situation. USD JPY obviously stopped us out at break even, but the analysis was spot on, and I'll share my screen now for you guys to see. First of all, let me know if you can see that on the screen. That would be great. You can see that? Yep, yep, yeah. Amazing. So, yeah, the trade that we took on USD JPY today did tap us out at break even. But the analysis, if you look at it, was pretty much spot on. And there's a lot to take away from what you can see in front of you right now. First of all, one being obviously the analysis, we clearly identified the movement that the market was going to do, because that's one thing. One thing is understanding the way that the market is going to move, like where it's going, the direction it's moving, and we got that spot on. But it just goes to show that even when you get the market structure spot on and the direction, that's the easy part. The easy part is knowing where price is going, right? Knowing whether it's bearish or bullish. That's the easy part. The hard part is knowing when to get in or knowing when to get out, and the trade management and the psychology in between everything that you're doing. That's the hard part. So there's a lot to talk about. The first thing I want to talk about is obviously the position that we took, okay, which in my opinion was just very unfortunate. There really wasn't any chance of not getting kind of stopped out at break even, or even a little bit of profit, because look how many times we did pull back. So this is where it took me out at break even, which was here. And it would have done another time. And there was even these huge, massive wicks to the downside. So there was definitely kind of no real time to really make a profit on that trade that I took, unless I managed it completely differently and I closed early. But sticking to my plan and what I normally do, that wasn't the case. That isn't what I would normally do. The only other time I can think of is if I did enter the market a little bit early. For example, down here, if I took a buy position on this retest over there, that position probably wouldn't have got stopped out at break even. That would have been a nice trade to move to the upside. Probably would have trailed stops into profit at some point. So that probably would have taken me out. I'm just being honest. That it wouldn't have been all the way to take profit. No way. Look how choppy price was. Um, in terms of the trade management side of things, most of you are probably thinking, when would I have moved my stop loss into profit? Because obviously, this movement that we had here in the market where we're moving towards the upside, that's a strong move, right? That's definitely a strong move. And we was running at around a 1 to 4 at the time, when it took place. So why didn't I trail my stop loss into profit? And it's because there wasn't really any moment for me to trail my stop loss into profit. And I was very, very close to doing so. Does anyone know? Put it in the chat. What am I waiting for to trail my stop loss into profit? Like, what's going to kind of make me think, okay, I can trail my stop loss into profit now. This has been formed. What am I waiting for? Does anyone know? Pop it into the chat. Break and retest of the high. Oh wait, there's a few here. High, low, break and retest of the high, break of recent high, structure with a clear high, low, new low, low, second entry. You're all pretty much spot on. But Nathan, you're right. I'm looking for a higher low to be formed, which almost did get formed. For example, when I'm in a trade and I'm in a buy position and price is moving to the upside like this, I want to be trailing my stop loss um, underneath each higher low that is being formed. But a higher low is only a higher low well, once this higher high gets broken through. Once these levels are broken, that's when it's actually determined to be a higher low. Because, for example, let's say we're here and we're coming up, until this level is broken, price could easily just come back down. But once that's broken and confirmed, that's when you can use this as a higher low within the market. And that's exactly what I was waiting for. And you guys can probably see the level I was waiting for, which would have been this level within the market, this higher low. This higher low wasn't a higher low because this level didn't get broken, which is unfortunate because it almost did. If that level had got broken and we broke through that zone, I would have trailed my stop loss to below this level here. Okay. But in this instance, we didn't break through, so I didn't trail my stop loss, which means I didn't trail my stop loss into profit, and we moved back down to break even, so I couldn't secure profits. So it's all about understanding your trading and understanding the data that you have in front of you, because some of you might be thinking and wondering, even when it forms this double top, why wouldn't I still trail my stop loss into this level? Why does it have to break? And that's purely down to the fact of historical data of previous trades and understanding my trading that I need to wait for that level to be broken to start trading my stop loss. And if I don't, then I could potentially miss out on more profit, because what's to say, for example, in this instance, this didn't come down to my break even, and then we just continued going up and up and up. I would have then been thankful that I stuck to my plan of waiting for structure to be broken and for a new higher low to be formed before I look to trail my stop loss. So it's all about just sticking to one thing for a long period of time, um, and then letting that play out. I know in this instance it wasn't the best thing to do, but you guys have seen that, who have been in the group for a long time, that okay, yes, this has happened this time, but in the future, when a good trade does come, and it does take place, that is the best thing to do for my personal trading anyway. You just need to find out what works best for you, but that's what works best for me. Anyway, all in all, this at the end of the day was a correction. So that's the trade. That's the trade we took. Now I just want to go back up to the 5 minute time frame, and we want to get a better understanding of why the market was as choppy as it was. Now again, guys, put in the chat, why was where we like this whole period? What is this whole period here? Why was the market choppy? Why was it so up and down, messy? Why was that? Correcting, correction. Exactly. Exactly. It wasn't yeah, exactly, Paul. It wasn't an impulsive move. And we knew that, didn't we? I said that in the analysis at the start. I said we're entering during the pullback phase. We're entering during the correction. And I said we're likely to get choppy movement. We're going against the trend right now. So I wasn't actually surprised when that happened, because we knew what we was getting into. And it's fine to trade during those corrections. It's completely fine to do so, as long as you have an understanding that that is probably what is going to happen. It's more probable that you're going to get choppy market structure, but you can still be profitable long-term trading within those corrections. It's completely fine to do. Just understand that it's going to be messy. And if you have that understanding in your head before entering the trade, it means you can be more strict with your trade management. You can you can trail your stop loss into profit quicker. You can trail your stop loss to break even quicker. You can have a set take profit level where, if you guys know how I trade, when I'm trading with the trend, I don't really tend to have a take profit level. I'll just keep trading my stop loss and stop loss further and further, and then let the trend ride out. But when I'm going against it, I need to really be in and out of this market as quick as possible and have strict take profit levels. So that's that. The market structure in general was beautiful. In fact, just the way that we impulsed to the downside, we corrected back up, we retested previous support as a resistance. You can't really ask for much more from the market. It's unfortunate that I didn't catch this position. Um, I hope some of you did because I put the analysis in and I said, you know, we're going to retest this level up here and then we're going to get the continuation. I didn't catch the continuation because I was busy, but that would have been a great trade, a possible scenario that, sweet. I'll see you tomorrow.
Chill out, guys.
Um, yeah, a possible scenario for, did I send, I just want to review my video that I sent in. Did I say that we were going to come back up to this level? I did. I did. But anyway, so I'm now what I'm going to do for you guys for educational purposes is show you how I would have entered on that continuation. And it's frustrating because I'm looking at this chart right now and I'm thinking to myself, I should have been in that trade. But trust me, these opportunities come all the time. You cannot kick yourself at missed opportunities because kicking yourself will lead you to just start doing stupid things, over trading, stuff like that. And it's just, honestly, it's not worth it. Me, I'm just happy that I have proof in front of me that what I've learned over the last 8 years is working. It's right here in front of me. Market structure, beautiful. I'll just catch the next one. It's going to happen. How good would it have been to catch that? But anyway, we'll talk about it. Let me get rid of all this analysis now because we don't need it and it's winding me up about this trade. But let's talk about this. Let's talk about how we could have maximized on this position here so that you guys can do so in the future. Okay. So let's talk about it. Really, really simple stuff. Again, don't really need to go and be drawing on too much on the charts. It's really, really simple. First of all, I want to check if this reached a fib level because it might have gone a little bit too far than the 61.8. I've trained my eye now to just know what level it's at without even having to draw it on, but I think it's going to be just a little bit further than a 0.618. Yeah, it is 0.782. That would have been to the pip. Do you know what? If I'm really, really cheeky right now and I'm rather than doing it from that, I do it from that, I can be like, yeah, okay, that's here to perfection. Fuck it. Who cares? It's only a wick. Just because it looks clean, I'm going to leave it there. But yeah, that's what it looks like. Nice rejection of the 78.6, but that isn't the entry criteria. Fibonacci retracement is not a entry criteria. Okay, not alone anyway. But I'm going to draw on the 61.8 because this is where it gets interesting. I'm going to draw on a 61.8 and I'm going to replay it a little bit. Replay to here. Right. Here we are. Here we are at this time of the day. We have a nice level of support, turned resistance, 61.8. Looks like the cleanest level to enter a sell position. Why would you not enter a sell position there? Does anyone know? Does anyone want to add it into the chat? You're all gone quiet on this one. Yep. No market structural shift. Still bullish on the 5 minute. Still bullish on the 1 minute as well. That's what we're going to talk about. Exactly. So the reason we don't sell from here, okay, guys. So let's say we did want to take a sell position from that level there. Let's say boom, okay, we get a nice rejection from the 61.8. We put our stops above the high, and then we'll talk about targets in a second. But the reason we don't sell from that level, one, because it is not going to be the best of risk to reward ratios because we're on the higher time frame and we're trying to get in at the top. And it's just not going to be the best risk to reward ratio for us. It's not worth trying to be first in the market. Okay, we don't need to be first in the market to make the most money. That's just the way trading works. Secondly, this looks too good to be true. Okay, the market likes to leave traps. It likes to leave liquidity traps where everything is just so clean. We get a nice rejection from the top and we start to form what I like to call a liquidity area where stop hunts are going to take place. Okay, the market will then like push up to stop people out, to grab orders, to then go to the downside. And that's exactly what happened here. We, oh, sorry guys, long day. We can see that that's what's taking place. Another thing as well, like you guys clearly mentioned, 1 minute time frame or even on any time frame, we're still technically bullish on this time frame. Okay, we're still technically bullish. We was in buy positions, so we was actually looking for, buy positions along the way. But we're constantly moving towards the upside, and every single high or low that is being formed has not been broken. You can see over here, we failed to take out the one on the left. See, even here, we failed to take out the one on the left. Sellers have not taken control of this market yet. We're continuously moving towards the upside. Higher low, higher low. Every single time, especially where we're at right now, we still haven't broken the most recent low. We're still moving towards the upside. So, with that being said, what does market do? Market goes 78.6, grabs liquidity above the highs, which we're about to see. Strong move up. And then we're still forming high highs followed by higher lows. This is the new higher low. This is the most recent higher low. And then finally, clearly you can see as well, because imagine watching this in real time. Before, you wouldn't really think that sellers were in control of the market, but then look at that push away now, breaking through structure. Now we get a movement to the downside. We're starting to form lower lows followed by lower highs. We're starting to see a break of market structure. We're starting to see clearly that sellers are back within the market, breaking through key levels within the market. In fact, guys, let me just make this cleaner for you. We're starting to break through these key levels. Okay. We're starting to form bearish market structure. So not only on the higher time frames have we now retested the 78.6, we've rejected resistance. That's fine. But now we want to go down to the lower time frames, even lower, to see what's going on the 1 minute time frame, to see if we're actually in bearish market structure. We're not trying to catch the reversal. We're not trying to be fortune tellers where we're trying to read the future. We don't need to predict when price is going to reverse. Let's jump in when everything lines up. When we've rejected resistance, when we've broken market structure, when price is clearly bearish, we just want to jump in when it's like so obvious that sellers are like in control of this market now. You shouldn't even have to think twice about whether the market is bearish now. That's the whole point of trading. It should just be as obvious as it, not obvious, but like as many confluences as possible to get into the market. We're not trying to get in up here. Everyone, yes, okay, like you might look on paper like that's the best time to get into the market up here when price is reversing. But you don't need to do that to get the best risk to reward ratio. You can get in later on down the line and still make, if not more than the person who got in first. But anyway, then we start to reject, we start to pull back. And this is where I would have loved to enter the market right there. When we pull up and we retest this level, we start to show this shift in momentum. Clear as day, we're slowing down as we approach here. Sellers start to step in, even if I got in like a bit later on, but let's just say that for now. How many pips is that? See that I would not have got in that late. I would have definitely got in like there. But let's just say even for there. And then we'd be in this trade. And then as soon as price had broken through this level here, my stops would have been moved to break even. I would have probably attempted a retest. I don't know if that happened. Let me see. No, the market's just way too strong, way too strong. But anyway, now let me tell you about where I would have targeted. Where would I have targeted on this downside move? Does anyone know where I would have targeted and what I would potentially use as a target, considering There's a lot of downside potential. There's no real level for me to really pick that has happened recently. So what can I use that's happened recently to determine a good target for USD JPY? Does anyone know like what I can use when you don't really have a target area because there's so much room for price to go down? What can you potentially use as an indicator for where you should target? Does anyone know? 100% fib. I think it's probably exactly the same thing as just measuring this. But yeah, that so you might be on the right lines. But I would just use the length of the previous impulse that we had. Okay. This previous impulse that we had here, I would use that as an indication of what should happen next, right? Because if we had this amount of pips and this amount of volume in this move, then why shouldn't we have that amount of pips and that amount of volume in the next move, which we did? So I would be targeting this low down there. I would be targeting that. Let's see what happens because, oh, oh, what's going on? What's going on? What have I done? What have I done? That would have been, in my opinion, a very, very good target to have because you can see where we basically rejected it. Yeah, that would have been a great target to have because you can see even then price is now correcting. Sellers are no longer active within this market. We've had the impulse move to the downside, and now sellers have taken their profits. They're out of the game. They're done. So we need to be done. That's it. You don't want to be in the market when it's moving like this. You don't want to be desperately trying to squeeze as much as you can out of the market to the downside. Even if you didn't have a take profit and you trailed your stop loss below structure, it would have probably been the exact same take profit level anyway, because this would have been the key level of resistance. Price broken through, I would have trailed my stop loss to above this zone. So either way, whether you use this or you have your take profit and you have the trail stop loss, the outcome is still the same. But anyway, guys, that's does anyone have any questions on that? How was that? Does that make sense? Is that clear? Let me know in the chat because for me, that is beautiful price action. And the fact I got break even when I should have got plus 10 at least, um, in my eyes, is a good thing because it just goes to show that I am absolutely a goat when it comes to trading. Like the price action is just clean as anything. All good, all good, all good, all good. Does anyone have any questions on that? I'm just seeing you guys reposting me. Yes, Melos. Someone just asked about spreads on FTMO and stuff like that. You need, I break this down in every video, so you probably haven't rewatched any of my videos, but you should do it. Just posting a story. Let's put it up there. Let's make it black. Cool. Right, we've got some questions. Let me bring it up here so I can see it all properly. Hey, Anna, I've been analyzing your setups and I noticed that when you post a trading view screenshot, you seem to enter exactly when the price reaches that level. My question is, do you actually enter at that exact price in FTMO knowing that the spread will push you? It's like, how do you anticipate the entry earlier before the price reaches that level on trading view to compensate for the FTMO spread? Just trying to understand how you. So when I post the entry that I get on trading view, that's what I've got in on my broker. That's why I send the screenshot of the broker trade in the chat so you guys can see that I've actually entered the trade. That's where I've got into the market. So wherever I get in is where I get in. Could you break down what time frames to analyze every time frame? Whatever time frame looks clean, don't focus on time frames. Don't confuse yourself with time frames. Trust me, don't focus on time frames. Write that down on a piece of paper and stick it to your screen. Do not focus on time frames. Time frames are just different perspective of what is going on. What's going on the 4 hour time frame is also happening on the 1 hour time frame, which is also happening on the 15-minute time frame. You're just getting a closer view of every single thing that's happening in real time. Do you enter a bit earlier when you see the price starting to show momentum, knowing that there's a 16 See, look, this is a problem you guys are having with prop firms. Like, if you have problems with the spread, you need to adjust that. My trading is for personal trading and prop firms as well. Like I've spoken countless times about how prop firms you have to adjust the fact that you are going to have a bigger stop loss. You are going to have a lower win rate. You're abiding by rules from a prop firm, so you have to change. There's nothing you can do about that. If you want to trade on these prop firms and you want to get their capital, you have to adapt. But if you want to adapt, you need to also understand that you're going to have to change things in your strategy. And if you change things in your strategy, it's going to change your performance. And you've got to take these things into consideration every single time. I can't tell you what to do on a live account and what to do on a FTMO account. You have to do the same thing, but just adjust for things like spread, for things like drawdown limits, things like not trading news. Like all these things come into play and factor to inevitably make your performance worse on prop firms. It could make your performance better. Who knows? But you just have to try it and see what happens. But I can't tell you, yeah, do this, do that, because you know. Like you shouldn't be copying me. Like you should just do what you do best. Um, yeah, what time is it? It's past. That is pretty much it, guys. I was wanting to smash out and recap the trade from today. Like I said, I'm going to try and go live as many times as possible every single week, drop in some gems for you all. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna head off now. I need to go, but that was a good 30-minute session breaking down that trade for you. I hope that was helpful. For every single one of you that was in here, be sure to, like I said, mention me in your story so I can repost it. Be sure to leave like reviews and that in the VIP chat so we can just keep growing this community. Because I am going to keep going live every single time I can. Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. But yeah, listen, I'm gonna love you and leave you. I hope everyone has a good rest of your day, and we'll be back tomorrow to smash the markets again and again and again. So yeah, take care, everyone. Appreciate you all. Bye bye.